Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Civilization 6. Last time I made some fairly major changes to the government, including scrapping all of our military policies, before realising that, our army was actually still abroad on campaign, and now we were massively outclassed by all the barbarians we previously were handily taking care of. So that's a shame, and we're going to see if we can fix that this time, but first I've got to pick myself a new civic. Now this is where stuff gets interesting. Now I've picked up these kind of two fairly important central texts of defensive texts in recorded history, we've got choices. Now feudalism is certainly very, very good. So feudalism gives me, the +1 food for every adjacent farm improvement where 3 farms are next to each other. That's good. Bonus fooders are always welcome. Medieval and Renaissance era melee and range units. Okay, so we can get our better quality units going relatively quickly. Good, so we can get those crossbowmen on the way, for example. Newly trained builders gain... 2 extra build actions. So my builders would get a total of 6. And if you were China, had the pyramids and had that, you'd get 7 build items per builder. Amazing. Civil service allows alliances, unlocks meritocracy, +1 amenity. I'm not so interested in that. But +1 culture for every speciality district it constructs. That's a lot of good culture. That's a good thing to get early on. And boost that with a population of 10. I feel like to do that, you actually have to kind of cripple yourself, because you'd need to have been deliberately not expanding to other cities, because otherwise you'd be sacrificing populations. Yeah, that's difficult to do. Let's say... to boost build... Have I not built 6 farms? Really? Have I not? Are you sure? Let's go for feudalism right now, because I feel like I can build 6 farms. Like, I've got 3 farms right here. I've got... Oh, that's a fair point, actually. There's literally no farms in Rome. There's only 3 farms here. There's a 4th there. You've only got 1 build left, unfortunately. So, yeah, sure, put a farm down. Why the hell not? Hey, here, have a farm. This isn't a particularly interesting tile. We might fix it later. I was kind of hoping that might be the 6th and I'd overlooked one, but no, it appears not. The next time, if actually, in 7 turns, QMI expands to an open square where I can just build a farm. I can just shove a farm down, and that would actually give me sped up feudalism. Okay, don't worry about it for now. If an appropriate square just kind of shows up, like if we expand upwards towards the north, which I kind of hope we do anyway, because I'd like us to expand towards those horses to get some horses into our network. At that point, we could build a farm, but don't worry about it ahead of time. Be more worried about the fact that, sadly, these quite well-trained archers are about to be utterly destroyed, tragically, by these horses who are significantly underestimated. We might even flipping struggle to take out the horse with these spearmen. So I might need to actually run into this camp, kind of hope I've got a promotion in hand, I'm not sure if I do or not, and then just basically fortify until healed and desperately hope about that up there. But yeah, potentially we need to send reinforcements north, in fact. Now, let's see what's going on up here, because I suspect, sadly, it's the death of my archer. The horse will just go for the archer. Yes, he will. He probably did a tiny bit of damage too, but the archer is tragically dead. He only 3 hit points back. I could attack, but if I attack him, it's a stalemate, and potentially I flipping die from it. So what I'm going to do instead is head up here. That's nothing but money. Okay, hang out here. Just fortify, stay there, and just basically hold still. Hope the horseman comes at you, and then everything will be fine. You've come at them. We're looking at a minor defeat versus... Oh, dear. Basically, I shouldn't have done all the things I just did, is what we're learning here. I feel like those guys are coming for me. I'm going to fortify until healed right where I am. They're going to come at me while fortified. I need... We've got a problem. Yeah, I know about the unit being killed. Rome needs more housing. Rome has a housing problem, does it? Okay, at 6 people, we've only got 7 housing in Rome? Oh, yes, remember that whole issue of we never bothered actually building any more farms in Rome? Yes, that's a problem, because farms actually provide housing. Luckily, we've got all these... we've got all these spots right here. In which case, we should probably get this builder who's got... How many charges have you got left on you, my goodness? You've got like 3. Yeah, you've got 3 builds left on you. Get him over here and get him working on some of this. That's 100% fine. Meanwhile, you two, I need you to start heading north to relieve this issue up here, just to clear out the remaining barbarians. It looks like they're fairly weak at this point. Meanwhile, down here, as soon as the science district is done and we're done with Rome, we might start building a new army, because I feel like technology is really moving on at the moment, and this army is starting to fall behind. So we could probably do with training a new army involving crossbowmen, for example. It's also well worth noting that despite the fact my special unit is the Legionary, I haven't got any yet because I've never had any flipping iron in the Empire, which is kind of embarrassing actually. I was originally planning to have like a city like right up here, fairly close by to Rome, which again would gain all the benefits from like an entertainment complex that Rome produced, but it ran into the problem of, yeah, there were raiders around here at the time, sorry, barbarians. So if I were to do that, I mean, this is not... It's just not a great area, to be honest, in terms of, like, the luxuries. But I wouldn't need to worry so much about luxuries and amenities for this fourth city. It would gain some benefit from Rome anyway. It could potentially have, depending on which side it was on. Like, this is a bit too close to Rome, to be honest. I'm a bit worried about that in that regard. Also, I don't want Rome to be wasting time building a settler right now. I'd rather Cumae did it, but Cumae's tied up for quite a while with a bloody great library, unfortunately. Now to see what happens with these poor lads. I imagine... No, the horse decided to run off. You've decided to attack me. That kind of works for me because I'm fortified. You took more damage anyway, and I'm getting more health back. So at this point, apparently it's a stalemate. I feel like that's a victory for me, to be honest. I'm just going to hold still there for one more turn. You probably really ought to be not moving around right now, but I kind of want to know what's going on up here. So... let's just head up here. Yeah, there must be another encampment somewhere. Or possibly this encampment was the one that spawned those horsemen, and now there's not. So, probably just as you... I'm not sure that even helps us, but let's go over here and see if that gets us anything. That gets us literally nothing. Marvellous. You just stay there, just fortify there, let them throw themselves at you, alright? And you two just start heading north. Pretty soon you'll be onto open plains. It's a pretty easy run once you're kind of past these forests here, just to get up to the north. You just head up here, head up onto the hill, figure out what's going on at the north. And now you're on top of a hill, aren't you? That's, yep, that is a hill. So now you've got a bit of a defensive bonus if they decide to come for you. Now you've got... oh, flip. There's more flipping guys coming yet. Head over here in this direction. Just start filling out the map for me. Yeah, this is a bit of a nothing bit of land, to be honest. But we've... ooh. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I see your border right flipping there. Please also help me. You've got barbarians in your territory. And we've run into Greece. We've found Greece. What the hell are you guys doing up there? I haven't seen a single scout from you. In what, like 100 turns or something? What the heck? Yeah, it's an honour to meet you, Greece, and we'd love to sample your hospitality. Beautiful. They've invited me straight to the nearby metropolis where we can debate politics before enjoying the theatre. Oh, that sounds like a great afternoon. So, we found Athens, but why have you not sent a single scout south? What on earth are you guys up to up there? You have so many barbarians just outside your city. What are you doing? Oh, dear. I think I see a trashed area over there. That is a pillaged holy site. Oh dear. I think, Greece, you've been having a bit of trouble with the old barbarians, haven't you? I think you've actually done quite badly holding off against them. So, we found Greece up here, but they're utterly, utterly hopeless. Great! Right, no one's had the guts to attack me yet, but if I attack them, I definitely lose. I would say, therefore, okay, I need to get away from you, basically, and figure out what's going on here. So, that's just the coastline. We know about that. Question is, small problem. These guys have already got the technology that allows them to actually block me from accessing their territory, which is a bit of a shame. And if I go and attack these barbarians, these ones will utterly, utterly slaughter me. So for the moment, I've got basically no choice but to just hold here, fortify on a hill, and sort of hope, at least until the reinforcement... No, that wasn't what I meant to do, never mind. At least until the reinforcements actually flipping show up. But don't worry, they're on the way. They're coming, guys. Just hold on, alright? Just hold the flip on. And Rome finished its campus as well. Beautiful. So once again, science has skipped up a little bit. Very, very nice indeed. So Rome needs to sort out its housing problem. It could do that using a bathhouse, but I think we're okay for the moment. That is relatively quick to put together, to be honest. In fact, honestly, we'd probably be done with the bathhouse before these guys have actually come over here and finished building farms, which eventually we'll probably just get rid of anyway. So that's probably not the most sensible thing in the world. Instead, Athens could also have a watermill, but that does not provide housing, so that's not that good. Ancient Walls is pretty fast to build as well, but we're not directly under attack at the moment. We don't have a granary? Okay, apparently we never built a flipping granary in Rome, and that's just +2 housing right there. No wonder Rome's run into bloody trouble. Right, yeah, get a flipping granary going. We desperately need one. Now, oh, that's even better. Greece to the rescue, offering open borders for open borders. Interestingly, they don't own a single luxury resource. Yeah, I think they've just been... And they have no cities. We now know for a fact they have no cities. It's literally just Athens. Okay, so Athens is just up there on its own, kind of sucking. Yeah, Athens is in fact terrible, as it turns out. Medieval era. Ooh, medieval era. Nice. I don't think that many people are in the medieval era. I think we might have got into it relatively early. We've got machinery as well, which is good. That's crossbowmen if we need that. I'm very, very glad you've invited me to just come through your territory, because I'd like to know what's going on beyond it. Ooh, I think I see the edge of... I'm assuming that's actually the edge of the world in that case, given I have literally seen the edge of the map, so that's nice. So I know there's way more over here that I haven't seen yet. This world is much, much bigger. It's just there's probably another big old continent over here somewhere. But, and probably another one over here as well, but I'm towards the edge of the north of the world. So theoretically, if I were just to come and take out... Oh, Athens. You've not done a good job here, have ya? This isn't looking good in the slightest. Yeah, if I were just to come and destroy Athens, for example, they've got a settler, but I doubt it's going to successfully settle anywhere, really. Right, let's just keep heading in this direction, keep on keeping on, and keep on figuring out what's going on over here. So we know we've got an encampment, but not much we can do about it, at least until the flipping archers show up to back up this group. Now, with machinery to hand, what can we do here? Well, we could flipping jump straight into printing if we wanted to, and get ourselves the Forbidden City, which of course is nowhere near as like ridiculously good as it used to be, because people will say you always need the Forbidden City because diplomatic victory, well, there's no diplomatic victory anymore. There probably will be when they've added in all the DLC and expansion packs and whatever, but for the moment, no, there is not. There's just the Forbidden City, which, +1 wildcard policy slot. No matter what government you've got, you get a free policy that you can just add in, and +5 culture. Still pretty damn good. I'll give it that. And what else does printing do? It provides 1 more level of diplomatic visibility on all other civilizations. What? Okay. So basically I'll be able to see all of the agendas for everybody. Okay, that's pretty darn tempting. Unless there's like something we really, really urgently need. That is very darn tempting. What's like mathematics do? +1 movement for all naval. I still haven't got flipping ship, but no one's built the Colossus yet. Everyone seems to be going very slowly. Because, like, I think someone got Stonehenge, but no one's built the flipping lighthouse. That's like right at the beginning of the classical era. Maybe just no one's on the coast, really. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go for some shipbuilding right flipping now. Because now I've got some shipbuilding going on. If no one's going to build the Colossus, I'm going to bloody build it. It's relatively cheap and easy to put together. Must be built on the coast adjacent to a land... adjacent to land and a harbour district. Okay. So before I do that, I actually flipping need a harbour district. So I may as well get the harbour district in first. In fact, where can I even build a flipping harbour district? I could build one in Cumae. Cumae's a bit busy. Fine. And Rome's a bit busy not starving to death as well. Meanwhile, fortunately, my trader is now heading in towards London. But we see London is expanding quite close to Ravenna. I might want to build a military encampment at Ravenna at some point. Just on the off chance. Okay. Ooh. Pericles is unfriendly. Why are you unfriendly? What's wrong with him? I'm just going to send a delegation his way. He's part of the Delian League, so he likes civilizations that aren't competing for the same city-state allegiances. Oh, I'm guessing he's trying to be friendly with whatever that city-state up in the northeast of me is. And we don't know what else he's got going on then. And he's still a chiefdom. Dear, oh dear, Pericles, you have... Well, in all fairness, historical Athens didn't do great, to be honest. Historical Athens was, though politically and culturally, very, very important. Kind of militarily in terms of empire building. They had a bit of a rocky road. It was not that easy. I'm going to send you Athens declines. They're not even willing to accept a diplomatic mission from me. I mean, in all fairness, if there's one bandit encampment up here and they're just keeping Athens penned in, I almost don't care. I'd rather Athens had trouble with barbarians and only really deal with them if they decide to come down south to me. The bigger question is, where am I going to expand in terms of to the north? It's a bit late for legionaries, to be honest. I'm in the flipping medieval era. I've kind of skipped my own special unit. I'll show them off now, just in case. But yes, I've kind of skipped my own unit, which is unfortunate. So, the Legion, melee strength 40, movement of 2, and can build the Roman fort, a little defensive thing you can sit in. But yeah, it didn't seem that spectacular, to be honest. I felt like I was doing okay with what I had when I had the bonuses off civics, against barbarians at least. But I guess if you were going to actual war against other empires, you'd probably at that point have needed the kind of the strength of the legionaries to give yourself the edge. We can get revenge against that bloody horse that murdered my last group of archers by murdering them with archers. That seems somehow very, very appropriate. Yes, beautiful. So that's good. We've intercepted any of those barbarians before they actually come down south towards us. That is great. And better, we're halfway to feudalism, and I believe if I just slap down a farm right now, that should be... Yes, feudalism just got completed. Nice. That's a eureka moment, yes indeed. And also apparently a eureka moment for stirrups. Because, oh yes, of course, the eureka moment for stirrups is accessing feudalism. Perfect. So, as a result of that... We've got the feudal contract, but I literally can't do that. I've got serfdom. Newly trained builders gain 2 extra build actions. That's alright, but I don't think I'm actually going to be needing any new builders imminently, so we can skip that for the moment. We might change into it later. That reminds me, by the way, I should have a look at the Great People, because the way that works is a little bit different at the moment, which is now, there's a bunch of Great People who are available, but they're all kind of unique. They have, like, different bonuses, and you can see how you're getting on with them. So the Great People that are currently available, and, like, these are the only ones that are available. When someone grabs one of these, then a new one comes in instead. So we've got this chappie, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, I'm just going to offend someone. And when we've got 60 great writer points, we can have him. Or, because we're close to that already, we could spend faith or money to kind of close the gap if we had spare money. Obviously, like, if you're nowhere near them, you need to spend loads of money to get them. Whereas if you're quite close to them, it only requires a little bit of money to bridge the gap, just to make sure you grab them. So if I get this guy, he gives me, presumably, yeah, 2 great works of writing. Fine, that's nice. So if I need great works of writing, he provides 2 of them. As for a great scientist, however, this chappie over here, gain 100 faith. The Holy Site District's faith adjacency bonus provides science as well. Okay, so my Holy Site down in Ravenna would produce, that would produce, what, 2 science as well as 2 faith? I think it's 1 faith per mountain. And over here we've got great generals, great admirals, and great engineers, which I'm not working towards at all. We can see there that America, in fact, is working towards great generals. They've got some form of military infrastructure going on here as well. And in fact, one unmet player could purchase a great profit any time they wanted to. Presumably whoever it was that got Stonehenge. Someone's going heavy on the faith. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be Spain, because they're out there somewhere, because everyone's out there somewhere, and they really like going down the faith route and converting everyone to Catholicism. I'm particularly suspicious of that, because of course we saw Catholicism was the first religion that got founded, so I'm pretty sure it's Spain doing that. And this right now is literally all there is. Until someone claims some of these guys, no one else gets brought in, so there's literally like only 1 great writer available. If someone else grabs him, a different one shows up, but if I grab him, a better one might be waiting underneath, and they're partly shuffled. Has anyone acquired anyone so far? Just a bunch of great profits, really. Oh, and 1 great scientist, which triggers the Eureka moment for 3 random technologies from the classical medieval era. That's quite nice, that's good. And oh, Zoroaster himself. Marvellous, Zoroaster himself. Hopefully founded Zoroastrianism, otherwise someone's got their wires crossed a little bit. Now, I could skip forward now into medieval fairs. That's quite nice. So that's nothing kind of there, but Inshalai becomes obsolete. I haven't been using that anyway. Merchant Confederation Diplomatic, +1 gold. Ooh, +1 gold for each envoy to city-states. I've got a few of them, but not that many. Aesthetics, +1 Theatre Square District Adjacency. Okay, and +2 housing. Ooh. +2 housing in all cities with at least 3 specialty districts. Quite nice, but not necessarily urgent. I'm more interested in the fact that Guilds is down there. I like Guilds. Guilds is good. So Guilds is... Ooh, Guilds has changed a little bit. So Guilds, +2 culture to all rainforest tiles in this city, and +1 production to all rainforest tiles in the city must be built on rainforest. Well, understandable, really. And then industrial zone, commercial hub adjacency bonuses, traveling. Oh, great merchant points. Yeah, I'm going to go for civil service next. It feels like that feeds into quite a few things which are quite important. So yes, civil service, let's get going. We can do an alliance. We might be able to make an alliance with America, in fact, and then potentially go and murder the bastard English. I've got nothing against them. I've just decided I like having an alliance and murdering someone together. That just might be fun. Ooh, and we've run into the Norwegians as well. Hello there, Harold, a Viking unlike any other seas and lands I've ever known. Marvellous. I'm very afraid if that's what you want me to be. Would you like to visit our city and sample our hospitality? Yeah, let's be friendly with him. We're lovely and fine. Where exactly did we just run into you, by the way? Where did we just find... Yeah, we've met Harold Hardrada and... Oh, wait, no. Don't go over to there. Show me where he is. There he is. Where did he just show up? Where is he? They're telling me he's here. I've no idea who I just ran into, but alright, I ran into somebody. Oh, bloody hell, we've got a flipping group of spearmen right outside my bloody city. Well, that's no bloody good at all. Right, well, fortunately, we've got some new troops we can train soon. Unfortunately, we've got literally nothing defending... Oh, wow. I've left the entire empire completely undefended. That is such a bad idea. I should fix that very soon. So Harold Hardrada wants to have open borders. Not really sure I trust him that much, to be honest, but he's willing to pay 1 gold for 30 turns. I'm not sure I necessarily trust this guy, but alright. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. I don't even know where he bloody is. Oh, we're being attacked, but we are in a defensive fortified position. This should actually work quite well in our favour. Yes, indeed. Murder them a little bit. And then we're just being attacked from all sides. But if we can just survive... Yes, indeed. All right, good. That, well, didn't work that well in our favour. Oh, bloody hell. We are totally bloody surrounded. But we've weakened them quite a bit. Oh, and just promote him. Just flipping promote him right now. Battle cry him up. Beautiful. That gets us some people right back right now. Yet more of Athens is just sort of on fire. There's a burning mine over here. This basic warrior has just basically trashed the entirety of the Athenian Empire. And no one is capable of stopping him. I think there must be even more flipping camps up here because these guys seem to be spawning very rapidly. And I also apparently can claim a great person. I can choose to pass. Passing costs 12 great person points, cannot be undone. The point spent will apply as a discount to the great person. Ah, so someone else can get it for cheap. So I could just recruit this guy right now, apparently. But do I even have... I'm not sure I've even got slots for great writing, to be honest. I think I'd need to actually have built a amphitheatre in Rome to actually even do that. Yeah, that's a great work of writing slot, but I don't even have one of them right now. So where do I get... I need to get another one. You know what? We'll grab him. Why not? 2 works of great writing, and whenever we do have the opportunity to actually put them somewhere, we'll put them somewhere. Recruit! So, we've got this guy right here. So he's just chilling out here. So at any point I want, I can just tell him to produce 2 works of writing. Or I can just move him around, as usual. Fine. Let's see, he can't actually... Oh, no, he can move. He can move. He can move as normal. But whatever city he's in, then I've got to make sure there's actual slots for there to be great works of writing. I suspect, actually, Rome probably has... No, Rome itself. Rome probably has a spot for a great work of writing in the palace? I can't actually see where to check that, to be honest. I can't see the palace anywhere. And if I hover over the palace here, it doesn't give me any information. I can just see that it's producing some stuff. But I can't see whether it's got a slot spare. I tell you what, you, great writer, go and hang out in our theatre district. You'll have a lovely time there. Isn't it just lovely? You will be so inspired. And in the meantime, you just... Can you move, you can move 4. Wow, you've got way more movement than my own bloody troops. Well, bloody done. Yeah, you just go to sleep for a while. I'll tell you when we're ready to, build some stuff. Oh, we're under attack again, but I should be able to take it. Hopefully, we're in a fortified position. Oh, no, we're not in fortified position, are we? No! Darn it. We did our best, but we could not. And we're under attack again. But these are spearmen. They should be able to hold their own, hopefully. When I say they should be able to hold their own, they just died. Marvellous. Right, we just lost the entirety of our northern army right there. Well, on the plus side, Qmai is looking good all of a sudden. That feudalism has got these squares up to 4 food each, which I very, very much approve of. And the Great Library is starting to take very good shape as well. That's going to be beautiful when it's done. Except, and I'm not quite sure how this just happened, the Legion just flipping showed up at the bottom. Was that always there? I really hope that wasn't always there, otherwise I'm going to feel very silly about this. But I don't have any iron. Do I not need iron to produce the Legion? No. It looks like I never actually did. Oops. You know what? Let's start getting towards some decent cavalry. I've already boosted stirrups. That actually gets me some medieval knights in just 5 turns. No horses yet, but there are some very, very close by. I could go and grab those if I needed to. And over in Rome, the very first lumber mill. Apparently my knowledge of mass production has been improved. Ooh, a lumber mill. I like that. That's very good. Ah, and finally, in the flipping medieval era, as it turns out, we've finally got our flipping legions ready to go. Say hello to the legions. These are the legionaries. We probably should have started building them like quite a long time ago, but we didn't actually bother. Also, they're allowed to build things. I'll show that off before we actually get them to attack this camp over here. Major victory. Oh, probably should have been using these guys for a while, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Now, Rome still has to grow for a little bit before it's ready for a new district, so let's get her an amphitheatre instead, because that actually gives us a great work of writing slot. Beautiful. Ah, over there, of course, appearing in the theatre square, not in the main city. I do love how all the cities work now. That's such a nice system. Meanwhile, up in the north, basically, these two groups over here just have to desperately hold out as well as they can. And, oh, hello, Pericles. You are wise to leave our neighbouring city-state to us. I don't like you. There are neighbouring city-state too. Go away. And in come more people. Under attack, but we are fortified, so we've got a bit of a bonus from there. Okay, doing alright so far right now. Gain 10 health back. My archers can do a lot of damage. Yeah, hopefully even finishing these guys off. Nice. Finish them off? Not quite. They're just alive. But I can go in and get a decisive victory and clear out the camp. Beautiful. Screw you. Camp is dead. There we are. Got rid of all of that. We're going to finish this damn exploration of the north of the map if it kills me, like it's already killed quite a few other people. But you can see here, this here Legion guy, who has got 1 build on him, so we can do like 1 build. He can build a Roman fort, +4 defense for the occupying unit, and fortification bonus applied to the occupying unit too. He can remove a feature, or he can remove an improvement. So if you want them to, they can just kind of go in here and they can kind of take down a forest or whatever. I'm not sure if they're allowed to build a road, which would have struck me as the, the obvious thing to do, but never mind. Let's just move him over to here, see if he is actually allowed to do anything. No, he can only build a fort, which is defensively useful. Like if you have like, say, if I had like, walls around Ravenna, and then on top of that, if I had like a district here, like the camp district, and the encampment, I mean, like the military one, and then I had a Roman fort next to it. Like, that's a fairly decent, sizable defense right there. So, fortify in case they decide to attack me, and then otherwise attack these guys next turn. Let's clear the bastards out. No more barbarians. Right, let's just quickly go and finish off the last of these barbarians. We'll probably take a bit of damage in return, but I'd like to just get them out of the way. Oh, that guy's seriously vulnerable right now. But on the plus side, we're finally getting visibility of this final north bit of the map. We're going to have seen the whole bloody continent. You, meanwhile, get in here, major victory, slaughter these bastards. That's right, Roman legionaries doing a good job. Well, I tell you what, if really desperately no one wants shipbuilding, I will gladly go and take the Colossus, because apparently no one else bloody wants it. And as for Ravenna, oh wait, sorry. So districts work as you can build a district, but once you've built one particular district, like it becomes increasingly more expensive to build more. So because Rome already has a theatre district and a campus, producing a commercial district there is really, really like expensive insofar as you need like a really big population to support it. Whereas I could build a commercial district down here in Ravenna with only 4 because it would be only the 2nd district. Okay, I see how that works. That's very nice. So we could shove a shrine into this here holy site at Ravenna. Our faith is definitely starting to rise up. We're getting, like, you know, more faith from Ravenna than we are from Rome and Cumae combined, unsurprisingly. And I do quite like the area. The area is quite pretty, and it's getting a whole bunch of benefit, of course, from the mountains that are next to it. But a shrine would give me another 2 faith on top of that as well, pretty much doubling the amount of faith from Ravenna straight away. The alternative is to go for the bath, which gives me, yeah, that gives me an amenity. How are you doing, by the way? You've got 6 housing for 4 citizens, so just a normal population growth for now at least, and for another 11 turns you're fine. But you will need a bath at some point to sit on that square right there. But 4 amenities for 1 required, you're ecstatic, so you're getting bonuses. So, for the moment at least, we're fine in that regard, and there's not really much else we can build here until we've built another district. So, I would say, sure, let's get a bit of faith going on here, get a shrine going on over in Ravenna, and we'll build a lovely shrine over there. Ah, Greece seems to be finally stepping up to the plate here. I'm seeing Greek forces floating around. I think I might actually have basically just, like, saved them at the point where they were about to pretty much be finished off for good. We might actually be able to help Athens get back on her feet a little bit, which is fine. I wouldn't mind her being a decent trading partner. Ooh, what the acrobatics there? Well, bloody done, lads. Good work. Yep, Greece is sending its flipping chariots in. They are doing good work. Greece is actually managing to defend itself, I think, with my assistance there. Beautiful. And we will continue to assist as well. Archers move 1 step forward and fire upon the bastard barbarians. Nice, good work. Civil service has been completed. Marvellous. This might be part of the problem Greece has had. It would appear that pretty much all of their builders have just been repeatedly stolen, and their settlers too. Yeah, they've had flipping settlers stolen, builders stolen. Every time they've tried to expand or work or improve or repair, the barbarians have just come in and stolen it. And hopefully, maybe I'll be able to grab them back. I mean, I know in Civ 5, when you grab a settler, it just turns into a worker. But I tell you what, I would not object to potentially being able to just, like, have the settler anyway, because possibly it stays a settler. If it does, free city. And with the civil service done, meritocracy has just come into effect here. Each city receives +1 culture for each speciality district it constructs. That's quite a bit of bonus culture right there. And I think that should replace, yeah, the ancient and classical wonders. Oh, that's going to slow down the Great Library even more. Never mind. It's going to be fine. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have all the bonus culture. Confirm the policies, yes. Now, I'm actually going to skip back in time here and very quickly do military training. Oh, I can't even do that because, oh, I haven't done military tradition. Okay, luckily, yeah, I can queue them. So I'll do military tradition first, and then I'll do military training, because I need those to get into things like mercenaries and exploration that feel quite worthwhile, especially Merchant Republic. I like the sound of Merchant Republic. That's the sort of thing I'd like, but I'm going to need some military stuff to get in there, unfortunately. And Greece reclaims one of its workers, but leaves some other stuff untaken. Okay, this is good. Now, start blocking up. Okay. Right, not entirely unguarded, mind. Through here, there's one more encampment we can potentially go and claim. This might be the final big encampment that's been causing Athens so much bloody trouble up here at the very north of the world, around close by to the flipping ice caps. We can do what we've been planning to do all along, which is an entertainment complex, which can go right here. If it goes right here, that is, yes indeed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, fine. No, it is fine. Right here is 100% fine. This spot will bring the entertainment complex and the Colosseum in line big enough to bring in the tourists from Cumae and Ravenna and make all of them nice and happy as well. Nice. Absolutely spot on. And we'll have the Colosseum in Rome, together with the Great Pyramids and the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. One of these things historically was in Rome. You can probably guess which one. And military tradition is just done immediately as well. Marvellous. I don't think we need any of that, though. That's unlocked. Oh, a strategos. No, I'm okay without strategos, to be honest. I think I'm happier with literary tradition. Confirm those policies. Thank you. Now, can I go and get myself a free builder? There we are. I've captured a unit from the barbarians. One free builder. Very, very nice. Now, if I go here, I imagine I should be able to No, I can't fire for whatever reason, alright. Well, I imagine Greece is planning to go in here. We can help out if they do. We're just going to help out our good friends. Well, not good friends. They don't even like us that much. We're going to help out Greece anyway. But more importantly, something very, very good is about to happen.
We can roam the bloated stacks of the Library of Alexandria, where all imagination and knowledge are assembled. We can recognize in its destruction the warning that all we gather will be lost.
And there she is, the Great Library of Cumae. That warms my little heart, that does. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? And my research in shipbuilding is now complete for some reason, and other stuff's been boosted as well, and other stuff's been, oh blimey, everything's, oh, that's sexy. That is sexy right there, I'm happy with that. Well, let's help out our good friends, the Greeks. Yep, just start weakening off those spearmen. We can chain the build. Actually, we can get the builder just get out of here. Builder, just start walking home. We've got ourselves a free builder right now. It's beautiful. Meanwhile, we can go and take over the encampment, meaning we get the money, which is marvelously good news. And I imagine the Greeks are going to help out as well, given a spot of time. Beautiful. We've almost completely assisted Greece. Admittedly, I'm not sure they actually care. I probably shouldn't have done. I probably should have left them up here, to be honest. Actually, there's a new encampment there already. So, we've given you a chance, Greece, alright? We've given you a small chance to get yourself sorted out. But it's on you now. And our faith has just jumped up again because the shrine is ready. Ravenna's there. We've got the library. Oh, science passes 30. I'm very happy with that indeed. With the district and the great library. Admittedly, there's one downside to this great library being here, which is I feel like the librarian who works at the normal library, they're just going to get a bit sad and depressed at this point. I mean, who's going to come and use this library when this is right over here? And to get to this one, you don't even have to go for a swim. Because as far as I can tell, we may have slightly forgotten to have built... Yeah, we've forgotten to build a road. There's supposed to be a road here, right? Because that's a city right there. And then this city, there's supposed to be, classical road right there. But unfortunately, because of the way that the game kind of connects things together, it's connected the road into the campus, but the campus has no road at the other side. So this is basically just the campus. You need to really prove to the people in the campus that you want to learn. And you do that by going for a swim past this lovely river. And if you go wrong and get swept away, you do actually get minced by the mincing wheel that we set up there. Really, we take knowledge seriously over here in Cumae. Ah, and I just realised this thing up here, the Great Works tab. Right, that's how I know how many Great Works I've got. So, I've got an amphitheatre in Rome and, a Great Library in Cumae has 2 great writing slots on it. Excuse me, I've got a great writer. Send him over here, alright? Just send him right over here, yes. Yeah, I think we're going to be displaying some lovely works of great writing in Cumae indeed. I think that will be just the sort of thing. Yeah, oh, that's going to be good. The tourism's probably going to skyrocket from that. Well, when I say skyrocket, these are my first 2 great works of writing. I feel like it's good anyway. I feel like, when most of the world's in the late classical era and we're in the early medieval, I think, to have a great library and have great works of writing displayed in it, that's good. That's fine. If we had a great library without great works of writing, presumably that just means we've got, I don't know, several thousand copies of Twilight or something. Who bloody knows, eh? Yes, we'll pick this up next time, ladies and gentlemen, as we finish up our little war in the north. I think we've done a pretty good job breaking the backs of the barbarians up there. Hopefully they should not be troubling us again anytime soon. And I think probably it's time to start thinking about where we're expanding, because we do need to start expanding up to the north. We could definitely do with a 4th city, I would say. But Ravenna, now the centre of faith in the empire, Cumae, the centre of learning, and Rome, the centre of entertainment. Oh, love the specializations of it. Oh, it's wonderful. Civilization 6 is wonderful, and I adore it. And there will be more very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been the truly excellent Civilization 6. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We're going to build a large green park as a memorial to the bloody place that wouldn't stop burning down. Oh gosh darn it, the building next door's just catching fire instead. Can I just kind of demolish a church or something to make room for it? Because I will. Then next to the magnificent city hall, a giant statue of me